What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. This is going to be a fun-filled episode. As you all know, we love to talk Intellivision, and why would I deprive you from not talking Intellivision? Wow, I had a hard time even talking right there. Well, let's get into it. We're about to get silly. On everybody's favorite comparison episode of old Intellivision games versus what they're going to become on the new Amico, in a segment we call Intellivision versus Amico. Well, now that we're here, you know what we're going to talk about? Major League Baseball. This is one we already know is coming out on Amico, and we know is going to be fantastic. I'll tell you some of my favorite things, and some of the things I'm looking forward to. They could be right, they could be wrong, but until we see more gameplay, who knows? But let's look at this. One of my favorites, Major League Baseball. We got this when I was a kid. My dad, it was one of, I think, the second or third games we ever got after poker and blackjack. And I didn't know much about baseball then. I learned a lot about baseball by playing this game. This was a fun game, but it was a two-player game. So if you're sitting there by yourself, which I did a lot as a child, I would grab both of them and I'd pitch and then bat and then go grab it. And then I'd go back and forth. It was kind of fun. It was also really fun to hear, "You're out," or "You're out." However it was, that's another thing I really hope they keep in this new version of Major League Baseball, even if it's just like every once in a while, or heck, even every time it does "You're out," do that with like in the background with the "You're out" maybe over it, or heck, just keep that as the "You're out." It's funny. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe a little Easter egg in there or something. But that's only my wishes, and my wishes never come true. I'm just kidding. Don't feel sorry for me. Look at my Intellivision collection. Although I'm not even close to the 125. What am I at now? I think I'm at 75 now. Man, that's sad. I really need to get to collecting. Just so expensive, all these freaking games. All right, we went on different tangents and sidetracks that would make Doc Brown jealous. So, without getting into DeLorean, let's get into more of this Major League Baseball. So we know we've seen the new one, and this is kind of here what it looks like right now. It's very little gameplay, just a little flash of the example of what it's going to be. And I think, pardon me, and I think that it looks great. I love the fact that it's a top view. It's a full field view. And don't get me wrong, next-gen consoles with their insane stuff that looks like you're watching it on TV is fantastic. The only thing I didn't like on baseball games is when it switched to like the player switching and then, hitting. You don't call this switching. Hey, give me the old switcheroo. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so you'd show him hitting and then him running the bases, but then you're not like, and then it would have like three different windows showing where the ball's going, or it wouldn't, and you'd have to pick. I just love the fact that everything's on one screen, a simplistic baseball game. To me, that's what I really like. And then, obviously it's going to be polished, and the one they showed was very early. It was literally just put together as a start, almost like a skin or a skeleton. A skin or a skeleton? It was a skeleton with skin. I guess that would just be a person. But I really like the way it looked. I like the simplicity. I love the overhead view. And I think keeping that and where you could see all of your players. Obviously, it'll be polished. You'll be able to tell that they're wearing a Detroit Tigers jersey. Will they play really bad then? I'm just kidding, Tigers. You're my hometown, and I love you. Please subscribe. But I just wish sports in general would just get back to normal. We could have fans. I haven't paid attention to much of anything in the past year and a half, unfortunately. Go sports! But back to this, Major League Baseball is one of them, the one that I'm ultimately I'm like giddy to see. Like I probably, you won't be able to get the smile off my face when I ever see that gameplay trailer. Trust me, it'll be epic. but I really think this game has I love later on, obviously, and the new one should have this. You know, like we said, it was a 2-player game. Later on, they did championship baseball. That's the one with the sand around everything. It was like the tan one, as opposed to Major League was the gray diamond. But that one, they introduced different skill levels. They did the sliding in the dirt, so you had the dust and you'd slide and back and forth and try to steal bases. And then you crack one out, and then the outfielder would catch it and throw it home. 2 runs come in. Another run comes in. Oh, he missed it. Well, back in 1979, that was the technology. The ball throwing was very slow compared to the runner, but also made it fun. Like I said, I still play it today. I go camping, and I bring one of those little battery generators and a portable TV, and we play at least 2 hours of baseball on Intellivision out on the picnic table by the campfire. Yes, I'm that geeky and weird. I do that, and I'll do it with the Amico. What I'm saying is, I'm sure they're going to have levels to where you can adjust ball speed, game speed, and it'll be a little more quicker throwing around, or at least options to make it like that, so it's not as slow, because the ball was very slow back then. But, like I said, it was still fun. It was one of the best sports games ever out, in my opinion, at that time. So, when we come back to original Major League versus new Major League on this Amico, I think it's going to be amazing. Like I said, I am giddy. Giddy up. Remember horse racing? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, pony racing? Go back, check that video out. Have a laugh, right? Blast from the past. Hey, how about the Bomb Squad? I could do puns all day, but I don't have all that. Rapunzel? Remember Rapunzel when she let down her hair? No, that's not puns. That was Rapunzel. Now I'm going off on a different tangent, but to end this off, I'm going to say Major League Baseball, I'm excited. A simplistic baseball game you can either play with friends or by yourself, or heck, with the whole family. Imagine, remember, 8-player hookup with your mobile app or purchasing extra controllers. You're already going to have 2 controllers. Everybody's got a phone. You have a whole baseball team. What more do you want? That's a lot. What other system can you play 8 different players in a baseball game at the same time? I don't know if that's going to happen. Just another wish. Throw that in the wishing well, right? Well, if you put up with me this far, and I didn't stumble over my words like I almost did again, please like, please subscribe, and we will definitely see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think, is what I should have said before all that. See you later. Baseball!